Gold mining stocks. What's going on with the gold mining stocks? GDXJ and the GDX, what's going on there? Guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what gold mining stock you like the best. And also, what do you think is likely to happen with the gold mining stocks? Do you think inflation is going to pick back up and therefore mining stocks to the moon? Or what do you think about that? Let me know what you think. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's actually get straight into it right now. I'm so excited about these markets. These markets, guys, can create such an amazing and abundance of opportunities in our lives if we are one, patient out, and two, patient in. Now, what I mean by that is this. If we are trading these markets, all right, trading these markets, and we're looking at these markets, and we're just sitting and we're patiently waiting for really good quality setups, right? We're patient out. But then when we get into a good quality setup, we're patient in it, right? Patience out, patience in it. Such a crucial thing. And the reason why I'm bringing this topic up now is because it's such a big, major, important part to your success in these markets if you're looking for success, especially right now, because a lot of things are volatility and they take time. Some of these things are taking time to plan out. And some of these things are being impatient. Like, I had one comment on my YouTube channel yesterday, and I was saying that he needs to be patient and stuff like that. And I said, if you're trading these markets, you basically need to be patient. And he goes, I'm an investor, and I'm sick of this and I'm sick of that, and and I'm sick of the manipulation and all that sort of stuff. It's like, hang on a minute. What's happening right now, guys, is how the markets work. We're getting a pullback in the markets. We've been going, like, look at the mining stocks. We've been going up. We went up for almost 5 months. And what? We have a pullback for 3-4 months. And oh my goodness, I'm sick of this thing. It's like, this is how the markets work, guys. You don't like it? Don't trade the markets. Get out of it, right? But those people who are accumulating right now on the GDXJ and the GDX and understand this dynamic of how the markets work, and you're patient, you were patient out, but now you're patient in, meaning, that eventually we're going to start to see a very nice move up, you're likely to be rewarded. But like the guy yesterday who was, oh my goodness, he's getting so fed up with the manipulation. It's like, it's not manipulation. Yes, there may be manipulation in it, but the charts are giving us a gauge of what's happening here. And that's where I've always been bullish on these gold mining stocks. It was like, yes, we're getting a pullback right now, and it's happening. It's happening, right? But just because we're getting a pullback doesn't mean it's the end of the market. Be patient, guys. Relax, all right? It's in the bag. So looking at GDXJ, if you are, be patient out. Wait for good opportunities if you're looking to get into, looking in for some trading opportunities. If you're an investor and you're investing in the GDXJ or the GDX or maybe some other mining stocks, I don't know, I'm just purely focused on the GDX and GDXJ here. Then just be patient and make sure you're doing good. Make sure you're applying good sound fundamental analysis that I do teach in these videos. About looking at the weekly chart, looking at the daily charts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so by looking at this here, and now guys, trading doesn't have to be that hard. Trading can just come when investing is buying and holding long term and benefiting from those macro trends. If you're investing, you're going to be benefiting from what's coming this decade. That's how you invest. If you're trading, you need some sort of a trading system, because if you don't have some sort of some sort of a pattern you're looking for, then you're just going willy off and right. You're just guessing, gambling, guessing. And it's not going to be good for you. If you don't have a trading system, then join my masterclass or link in the description, and I'll teach you that. I'll teach you my trading system. Yes, there's a whole complete training there. But the whole thing about it is that on the training, I'll teach you about that. But even if you don't get that, get some sort of a system that you follow, and then have the probabilities built into it. So patience out, patience in. So what I'm seeing through here when it comes to like the GDXJ, we had a bit of a drop down. Now we're holding, and now we're starting to pop back to the upside. This to me looks really, really, really promising. And if we can start to really gallop back up from, say, where we are now, 52, to come back up and close this gap. Now the gap close is a $59 level on the gap. Then that's really, really, really exciting news for the GDXJ, right? Really exciting news. Because if that happens, guys, if that happens and we do rally back up and we come up and close this gap 59, then this has given us a massive high, super duper dunker funker dunker. You thought I just swore this then, didn't you? Super duper funker dunker. High, massive probability that this is the final low for many months to come. Now, I didn't say the market's going to go straight up, because every time I say that, it's like, oh, John, you said... Have you guys seen the YouTube comments sometimes? It's like, whenever I read some of these YouTube comments, it's like, I turn it into a chipmunk voice. Actually, that wasn't even a chipmunk voice. Anyway, there's a massive high probability that this is a final bottom in the markets before a super duper slingshot move to the upside. Now, it's probably not going to go straight up like that. It may, I don't know. But there's a massive high probability that we're going to start to see even that, or even something like this, which might go up for a week, pull back for a week, up for a week, pull back for a week. Right? That's the funky dunky. That's the hunker dunker. Right? And then we're probably likely to make an all-time new high, break this high, and especially on the GDXJ, it is just on like Donkey Kong. And so if I'm looking at the GDX is slightly different. And the reason why it's slightly different is because, one, we are still in this overall sort of channel through here. We're in this big channel. And two, we haven't actually gotten back above this resistance line yet on the actual GDX. So the GDX is sort of lagging behind. But the first line in the sand would be a break above 37. Because if we can get that, you know what, let me actually take everything off the screen here. Let me start all over again. If we can get that, I can see that there's a trend line coming down through there. So you can see all this resistance. And also I can see, see what I'm doing here, guys? I'm just going back to basics. I'm just bringing up a few trend lines. All right, cool. So that's my line in the sand. All right, cool. Now I know where I'm at. That's the line in the sand. But guess what? There's also a probability that, yes, we're in a downward trend here. We're in a move down. So this actually could be the move to start sending us down. So we need to be patient and wait for those things to happen. Are we going to continue down from here? Is this just going to be another rally before a dump in the markets? Or are we eventually going to start to get past 37? And are we eventually going to start to see a move back up to 41? That's the question, right? It's like, where is this likely to be? And where's this likely to go? And we need to wait to see what actually happens here when it comes to the GDX. Now, if we do get up to here and we start to close the gap at 41, then that's going to tell me that this low here is the final low, the funky donkey, the hunker dunker. It's the final low for many months to come, and maybe even many years to come. Because I truly believe that if this is what I think it's doing right now, and again, we have to wait for the market to let us know that's what's happening. If that is the case, and we are looking at that, then I truly, honestly believe that we are likely to see some really, really, really big moves. And I truly believe that if this does happen, then it's just going to be really, 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 really exciting long term for the GDX and the GDXJ, especially the GDXJ. GDXJ is my little favy. If I'm looking at all the mining stocks and silver and gold and stuff like that, or if I'm just looking at all the mining indexes out of all of them, the GDXJ is my baby. Like, I really like the GDXJ. I think the GDXJ is going to make some enormous moves. And when I'm looking at my return on my investment over this 5-6 year period moving forward, I honestly, truly believe and see that the GDXJ is likely to make the big moves. So guys, get ready for some of the most exciting moves you've seen, I believe, in the mining stocks, in the mining sector. Again, we need to see these things on a technical basis to give me confirmation of what I'm seeing here, which is a final low here, and the same for even the GDX. Once again, the GDXJ. I'd love to see the GDXJ come up and close this gap. If that's the case, this is probably going to be a final low to come, and then we're probably likely to start to see all this upside to come on the weekly chart. So very, 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 very exciting moves to come, guys. This is the first sign of this downward move coming to an end of trend indicator. And from there, we may just be starting that slingshot pattern. Let's see what happens over the next few weeks, but this is really, really, really exciting. Traders, I've been getting a lot of questions asking me about, John, how do I trade the markets? What sort of system do I use? What's my approach? And so on and so forth. So I'm running a free masterclass teaching you my #1 trading system for the last 15 years. This is the most powerful and highest probability system on the planet. And I'm going to just share with you all the details. Plus, I'm going to share with you how I find and scan and do all my trading in 1 hour or less per day. If you go to johnsfreetraining.com, you can register for this free training that I'm going to run. So go to that right now. I'm going to teach you all the details, and I promise you, once you leave this free training, not only we know exactly what goes into a good trader, so you could be a good trader, but also you're going to learn my #1 trading system, all the details so you can start to crush it. So go to johnsfreetraining.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the masterclass. Go to johnsfreetraining.com right now.